A tiger in southern Asia terrorized communities for many years. Her actions earned her the name, the Demon of Champawat. She started her rampage in Nepal, where the death toll got so high they called in the military to hunt her down. Her acute senses allowed her to evade their attempts and escape into India, near Champawat, where she continued her frenzy. She racked up an estimated 436 kills, the most ever by one animal. The villagers tried everything to get rid of this death machine, but nothing worked. They realized they needed help from an expert. An esteemed hunter by the name of Jim Corbett was called in to deal with the predicament. He tracked her into the forest alone when he saw her feeding on a carcass. They locked eyes and he raised his rifle. She charged at him, and with over 300 pounds of pure muscle barreling towards him, he pulled the trigger. When the smoke cleared, he looked at where he shot, but there was nothing to be seen. He went over to look for signs of a bullet wound, but there was nothing. She had vanished. After this close encounter, he went back to the village and gathered a hunting party of 300 villagers. A 16-year-old girl had just been taken by the tiger, and they were able to follow the trail of blood. Once again, Jim Corbett locked eyes with the beast, but this time he wasn't going to miss. He took 3 shots with his rifle, hitting the tiger in the shoulder and the chest, but she persisted. He grabbed a shotgun from one of the villagers, and just before she reached him, he fired, ending it once and for all. As he was admiring his work, he noticed something strange about her teeth. The canines that she would normally use for suffocating her prey were broken in 2 places, presumably by a very old gunshot. This led him to believe that this was the cause for her unusual behavior. It was her only choice. This sparked something new in Jim Corbett, feeling sympathy for the animal he had spent so much energy trying to kill. He went on to write about his adventures and became one of the leading advocates for conservation for tigers. He understood that while killing this tiger was necessary for the safety of the region, the relentless slaughter of tigers was not the way forward. He even helped create the first national park in India, Jim Corbett National Park, named after him for his astounding work in conservation. We cannot base our perceptions on species of animals off of singular events. The actions of one does not define the actions of many. Jim Corbett understood this, so let his story be a lesson of how to interpret what we see and hear and come to the best conclusion. Despite popular belief, lions are not the true kings of the jungle. This title belongs to the tiger, who outclasses the lion in every way. Not only are they bigger in stature, but they actually live in jungles, unlike lions. Tigers are the largest of all cats and have no natural predators. They dominate their environment, with their only threat being bigger tigers. They can weigh up to 660 pounds and get up to 10 feet long. They are mainly solitary, except during mating season. The males will seek out a female and stay with her for a few days before returning back to the underbrush. The females have a 100-day gestation period, after which she will give birth to 2 to 4 cubs. They are born blind and unable to walk, entirely dependent on their mother. They feed on their mother's milk until they are 7 weeks old, when they get their first taste of meat. The cubs get to hunt with their mother at 9 months old, with the mother teaching her cubs everything she knows about the art of the hunt. Playing is a large part of a tiger's development, as this simulates hunting and prepares them for their difficult path ahead. Unlike domestic cats, tigers love water and are great swimmers. Young tigers leave their mothers at around 20 months old, with males traveling farther to find their own territory. They are now old enough to take care of themselves and fill the much-needed place in the circle of life. They hunt mainly deer, antelope, and pigs, but will settle for anything meaty they can get their teeth on. Their bright orange coat may seem like it sticks out in the green foliage, but their prey cannot see colors the way we do, so to them it looks like this. Much more camouflaged. They generally avoid humans, but end up killing around 60 a year. Some sources say it is usually a case of misidentification, but I find that hard to believe. Tigers have great eyesight, fantastic hearing, and are the most intelligent felines. They are not the villains in this story, however, as the main cause of these killings is the pressure we have put on them. By destroying so much of their habitat and building settlements there instead, we have almost forced them into resorting to eating humans. Not to mention the fact that we kill around 150 tigers every year, and that's just the ones that have been reported. There are more tigers in captivity in the state of Texas than there are tigers in the wild around the world. We have turned this majestic creature into a decoration, and it is unacceptable. They should be out in the jungle, keeping the delicate balance of the ecosystem, not locked up in a cage at some ranch. There are only around 5,000 tigers left in the wild, and they need your help. Spread the word about tigers, and if you're able, donate to organizations like Panthera, an organization dedicated to protecting big cats. There's a link in the description to their website, and even if you don't donate, it's a great place to learn about the amazing world of cats. I encourage you to set aside some time to go outside and appreciate the beauty all around us, and thanks for watching.